with Sunshine State RVs in Gainesville, Florida. We are the #1 Class B dealership in the state of Florida, #3 in the whole United States of America. It's because we sell some awesome vans. We have a great team in Gainesville that knows everything there is to know about van campers, van life, Class B RVs, whatever you want to call it. Our team knows everything there is to know about it. We have a ton of them in Gainesville. We will deliver them for free anywhere in the United States, or we will fly you to this beautiful sunny state of Florida and you can pick out the dream van for you. But we've been doing this a long time, and when we first started doing this back in, I don't know, 03, 04, 05, Chinook was a big name in the RV industry. They didn't make small vans, they made B+, the Chinook Concourse, the Destiny, the Eagle, Premier, the Chinook Baja thing, that was awesome. They made some really cool RVs. Then they had a little speed bump, went out of business for a few years, and within the last 5 years, they were repurchased and they were brought back to life. This is a Chinook revitalization, and they started making a Chinook Bayside, which is what's behind me. It is on the Ford Transit all-wheel drive chassis. They also make the Chinook Summit, which is right next to me here. I'm gonna be doing videos on both of these today. The Chinook Summit is pretty awesome. It's a Mercedes Sprinter chassis. It is on the brand new 4-cylinder chassis. It is 23 feet, 7 inches long. That is not much longer than a traditional Sprinter van. It has a ton of room on the inside, separate shower, separate toilet and bathroom area. So anyways, we're not doing a video on that today. Today, we're doing a video on the Bayside. I just wanted to show you, Chinook offers a Bayside, a Summit on the Mercedes. They also offer a Maverick that's on the Ford Transit, kind of the same size as the Summit. But today we're gonna do a full walkthrough. Every detail, every nook, every cranny, everything I know, I'm gonna impart to you about Chinook Baysides. This is their brand new floor plan. The RS stands for rear sofa. And we're gonna get in this video. I'm gonna show you everything I know about the Chinook. And if you're looking for an RV on a Ford Transit, there are a few manufacturers. We happen to sell 3 of them. So there's a B for everybody. I feel like that's looking for a B. So this might be the van for you. So check this video out. Okay, so we're gonna walk around the outside of this Ford Transit. You know, to me, one of the best driving Class B vans is the Ford Transit. The cockpit is comfortable. All of the safety features are comfortable. It is a very smooth ride. It does have the V6 EcoBoost engine. It has the brand new Sync 4, which is the whole new navigation system. Apple CarPlay, Android CarPlay for people who don't have iPhones. There's like 10 of you guys out there that don't have an iPhone, I feel like. They have the Android CarPlay just for you. And then they have some really cool 360 cameras, some, blind spot assist, adaptive cruise control, lots of Ford Transit features. But what's really cool, so these headlights, these are the bi-xenon HID, the high performance headlights. You know, sometimes when you're in a van, the beautiful thing is you can go anywhere, take it anywhere, go anywhere. These lights are bright, they adjust as you're turning, high beams, low beams, lots of cool, if you've ever driven an old car after you drive your new car, one of the biggest things I realize is, man, those headlights are dim. So great headlights, you have fog lights. We just installed the other day some LED light bars on that roof rack right there that says Chinook. We have installed big LED lights on there, so you have even more lights if you want. But this Transit's 22 feet long with dual wheels in the back, and it is all-wheel drive. What's beautiful about all-wheel drive, I'm glad you asked me what's beautiful about it, because it is great. When you're in a sticky situation, we're on grass right now, but if you were on sand, on dirt, at the beach, in the mountains, when you start to get stuck or you're in a sticky situation, the all-wheel drive automatically kicks in, and it kind of helps you out. It's an intelligent system. You don't press a button. It just happens when you need it. My wife's car is not automatic. You have to press a button, and she was at the beach and she ended up getting stuck, and she's looking for a button to press, and she's calling me, and my wife's beautiful, so all these guys want to come up and help her. And my 15-year-old daughter, who's also beautiful, they had all these fathers and sons that wanted to come help them on the beach, and they couldn't they finally found the button and got out of it. This Transit doesn't do that. This is intelligent all-wheel drive system. So they have an adventure pack. So the adventure pack is these big side steps, the big roof rack, This ladder here, all of this is part of the Chinook Bayside, the Adventure Pack, which is nice. This is a cool option. There is a lock pad here, so you press buttons and get in and out of the van. All of their dumping stuff is right here. And what's neat is when you buy an RV from Sunshine State RVs, we teach you how to do all of this. So we will fly you to Gainesville, Florida. We will pick you up at the airport, bring you to the dealership in luxury, I promise. And when you're there, we will teach you how to use the van. We will go through everything with you as much time as you need. Then we have a campground that's 5 minutes from our dealership. We put you up at the campground for the first 2 nights. And the whole time you're there, if you have any questions, any issues, or you forgot something we taught you, then you come right back to us and we take care of it immediately. And we even re-educate you if you need it the next day or the day after. If any issues, we fix them right away. You don't need an appointment. We get you in right away during your initial stay. So that way, when you leave Gainesville, you're sure of 2 things. The first one is you know how to work everything on the van. The second one is you know that everything works the way that it should. So that is my goal when you are buying an RV from Sunshine State RVs. But even cooler, we guarantee a service appointment within 5 days of you calling us. When you buy from us, we guarantee you service within 5 days. So lots of cool perks buying from us. Not only is it a great RV, but you get the best service in the absolute world when it comes to RVs, I promise. So here's your gray and black dump. You have your exhaust here for the Timberline hot water system. You have your 30 amp smart plug. What's great about this is the smart plug plugs in there and it locks in, and there's a light that shows you that it's on, and then you plug into the power pole at a campground, and then there's a light there that shows you that it's on, and you know you have good power. It's like connected. These are meant to be connected. People are meant to be connected. These vans are meant to be connected. And if they're not fully connected, there's problems. There's arcing, there's sparks, there's shortages, there's fires. You do not want to have a loose. You want to be fully connected here. So this is real important. Not enough people make a big emphasis on it, but it's real important. As you keep coming, this is another one of the outlets. So you have your gray outlet there, and you have the black outlet back here to where you can dump as well. You know, part of the 360 Lithium System that's pretty impressive is there's no propane on this coach. It's all electric. So this is one of, so a Midwest Patriot makes an all electric one, and so does the Chinook Bayside. So 2 great brands that are making the Ford Transit on all electric coaches. So this is the back when it's wide open. You do have a nice screen back here. You do have some storage here. Your on and off switches back here. There is a tow hitch that gives you about 5,000 pounds of towing. What's really cool is you can tow your motorcycles. You can tow your dirt bikes. You can tow a small car if you want, not necessary, but you can also, in which we've been doing this. My buddy Hank has a Ford Transit, and he has a Rover van box on his that you can store things in. He has a spare tire carrier. He has a bike rack, all of it on the back, and we can install all of that. So we do a ton of these modifications every day. So as we're walking by, you see the lithium, 600 amp hours, 300 watts of solar. Everything can be run on that lithium system. Same as the Chinook Summit, the Expion 360 system, the Maverick has that as well. So they have a full line of generator models or lithium models. You get to choose what you want. So power Girard awning with LED lights and everything here. You let the awning out, and this is the area that you get to hang out and camp, cook, just sit around the campfire. Bring a solo stove with you, a couple chairs, and you can sit around here and hang out and have a great time while you're camping wherever you decide to camp, on the beach or on the mountain. This is a great area under the awning to do it. So as we're walking inside, you can see this has a power step and a full screen right here. So this screen keeps the bugs out. I always say, like, there's these gnats and these huge bugs everywhere here in Florida during the summertime, and they follow me around. I feel like Pigpen from Charlie Brown sometimes. They just follow me everywhere I go. I shower every day, I put deodorant on, but they still follow me. So nice big screen that can be removed if you don't want it. It can be unzipped, or it can be here to keep your pets in or to keep pets out. Depends what you want. So let's walk inside. Let's check out the inside of this. I think that if you like the outside and you are thinking a Chinook might be right for me, when you see the inside of this, I think you're gonna fall in love with it. So we are inside of this beautiful Chinook RS. So that stands for rear sofa. They do have a few floor plans in this, and some of their other floor plans are very, very innovative and unique, where they have a separate shower and toilet. So they have what they call a dry shower. This floor plan is the rear sofa. So some people prefer to have a rear sofa back there with seat belts. So there are 5 seat belts in this Chinook. So 2 for the front, 3 for the back, and then there's this wide open. I like how they put no cabinets here. It is a wide open galley area, so you can be sitting here doing dishes, you can be sitting here cooking, preparing a meal, and if you don't cook, there's an induction stove. You can just take this induction stove out and you can leave it at home, and you can have an area here to store more things if you want, which is pretty cool. It's kind of in, so you can just kind of, put stuff in there. You can, wrap it. So you can get it as creative or innovative as you want with that space. But if you do want to cook, like most people do, you can just leave the induction there. So I like the white marble. I like how big it is in here. This being a 21'11", 22-foot van, it feels like there's a lot of space. So I'm 6 foot tall, and this has probably 6'4" inside if I had to guess. I'm 235 pounds. I lost 3 pounds the last couple of weeks. Been working hard, and lots of space. I can move around freely, walk back and forth. It's still a van, so you're definitely going to feel some of that. But right here they give you some storage overhead. This is your control panel. So you do have the Truma air conditioner, which is currently on right now. It's very quiet, you can't hear it. This is for the Winegard Connect that is on the roof, so that gives you antenna, that gives you internet, so you have a Wi-Fi router that's up there as well. And then this is your tank heaters. This is how you read your tanks, and then this is how you turn on the different lights. Water pump and tank heaters is all controlled right here, but it's nice, it's hidden, and it's away. This one gives you a little storage. I don't know what you can store here, maybe a magazine. Better give it to you than not. But it's nice that it's not sticking out here. It's nice that it is smoother. And then these here give you lots of storage. So ton of storage here, nice insulated storage. Right now we're storing the front shades in it, but this is some solid cabinetry. I mean, this stuff is not going anywhere. I mean, the van will shake before these cabinets move. I mean, these are solid hinges, nice solid cabinetry. I think it's a cool look too. It's kind of like a walnut, maybe. I'm not real up on my wood veneers. Ever since Chinook started making these, they always put this Coke bottle opener here. I know it's really hard to find a bottle of Coke, but people who have bottles of beer can also use it, and root beer, ginger beer. My friend Hank loves drinking ginger beer. So anything that you need, it's just kind of like a nostalgic thing there, which is pretty cool. You do have a convection microwave. You do have this big storage compartment there, maybe pots, maybe pans. You have here, there is a big storage, and this is deeper than my arm. Big storage here as well. And easy access to everything in the sink, and then another big storage down below. So lots of storage here in the kitchen area. There's another one here. This is more your systems. You probably don't want to store stuff in there, but it is nice to have easy access when things don't work as good as they should. But that's why we give you tech support over the phone, anywhere you're at, anytime, as long as you own the coach. You call us, we get you on the phone with a technician, and they help walk you through any issues you might have while you're traveling, which is great. Nice big fridge. So this fridge is big fridge there, and then very cool, a slide out freezer. So you can grab things. Oh, it's cold actually. So grab things, put it in and out. I like the big sliding freezer. I like the big fridge drawer. So and I also like how it blends with everything. It's not a black eyesore. Norcold makes a nice big fridge, and in a Class B, you don't always get this big fridge, but it is nice when you do have it. This flooring is unique. This is like a marine grade basket weave flooring. It seems very, very durable, easy to clean up. If you have pets that are running around, I would say 90% of our customers have pets, and most of those have dogs. And so, everyone's very conscious about how's the furniture, how's the floor, how the cabinet's going to hold up to my furry friend. And I will tell you, this flooring, these cabinets, they're made to hold up to dogs. I mean, dogs every day, at least every day, there are dogs in our waiting room, dogs in our dealership, because this is why, I mean, people buy these things for their pets. They buy them for their animals so they can use the lithium system and have the AC on like it's on right now while they're in a restaurant or while they're at a meeting or while they're out hiking if they want to leave the dog or cat or parrot or lizard or owl. We sold one to someone that had little owls the other day. They left their owls in the van when they went on bike rides. And so you can monitor all of this from your phone. You can keep the AC on while you're gone. I mean, on this 600 amp hour system, you can probably run this AC 6 or 8 hours with nothing else on. 300 watts of solar continuously charges it. And then having the second alternator also charges while you're driving down the road. And if you're plugged in at a campground, you're charging the battery. So 3 ways to charge your batteries: solar, driving down the road, and being at a campground. So lots of ways to charge the batteries. And then the batteries are how you use everything, which is a great system. So this is a wardrobe closet here. So you do have a rack here where you can hang shirts and you can put things underneath. And, you know, if I'm traveling in an RV, you know, going somewhere, I'm not bringing hanging shirts. I'm leaving all of my Columbia shirts at home and I'm wearing t-shirts, you know? So I guess, actually my wife would probably hang things. So yes, you need to have a hanging closet. Say, I don't even know why you need one of those things, but I guess you do need one. So right here is the Victron system and the Timberline. This is how you control everything in the van. So it shows you all the notifications, shows you the solar charger right now is putting in 45 watts. The inverter is inverting. This is also the Timberline here that shows you the hot water, shows you the furnace. All of that is controlled here. And our guy, Corey, who works for us, he's worked for us for probably 12 years. He is an absolute patient professional when it comes to teaching you how to use this stuff. And anybody who has had Corey teach him how to use an RV, leave a comment below telling everyone how awesome Corey is, because Corey is the absolute man when it comes to teaching everybody how to use these RVs. He's so patient, way more patient than I am, and knowledgeable. So pretty cool back here, being that this is the RS model, the rear sofa. You do have a nice big couch, and I gotta tell you, it's pretty comfortable. You know, the way that it sits, the way that it's kind of reclined a little bit, this is more comfortable than most. You do have a little ottoman here. You know, the way I like to chill is prop my leg up, sit back, maybe have my laptop, my iPad. There's a smart TV here with an HDMI port, so you can port your laptop into there. You can use the internet that is on the roof, and you can work from anywhere you're at. You can also use this as a place you play cards, you know, put a kid there or a family member. People here, you can play cards, you can eat. So lots of flexibility. So what we've done for people in the past is we've installed these Lagoon mounts on the other side as well. So that way you can have 2 Lagoon tables. So one can be for this side, one can be for this side. You can also swivel this thing around. Lots of flexibility on how it's used. There are shades here. So you have, you know, blackout shades, not really black, but more, you know, whiteout shades. 110 plugs, lots of storage up top. I know I briefly opened it, but lots of big storage here. All these things stay up so they don't bop you on the head. You know, my wife finds a way to fill every storage. We built a house and we built like this big attic on top of it, and it is slam full of what I would call junk. My wife says it is treasure. But this is a big storage thing here. It goes deep there, it goes deep this way. So, you know, there's one thing that this Bayside is not lacking, and that is storage. There's also 2 more storage things here. Here's that HDMI input that I mentioned. There's some 110 plugs. This is the wine guard thing here. So with it on the roof, you get to have digital, it's like a digital antenna for this TV here. So you have internet and digital channels. You can also get the optional Starlink. Chinook will install Starlink on it. And this does swivel to where you can face the back. You can move it around a little bit, which is pretty neat. Let me show you the bed. So you press a button and very easily, maybe not quite as fast as I move, but very easily, this living room / office turns into a bedroom. So now, put this here, and lots of room to sleep. So the way I would do it is I would leave the middle out, and I would sleep here. My wife would sleep here. We would hold hands while we sleep and stare into each other's eyes. And then we would turn over the other way and just go to sleep after that. But she would sleep there, I would sleep here. And if I needed to get up in the middle of the night, I would just drop my feet and stand up. If we had a dog, I would imagine the dog would sleep on the floor here. I hear from a lot of people that the dog sleeps right here in between the husband and wife, or whoever is in the bed with you. Dogs like sleeping on the bed, not under the bed, I've heard. So I can understand that, but there's lots of space. You know, there's definitely room for 3 people. If you'd have a kid, you know, I have 4 kids, 20, 18, 15, and 13. The 20-year-old moved out and is in college. The 18-year-old moved out last week, is in college. And the 15-year-old's out of town this week. So I just have the 13-year-old son at home, and he's been sleeping in our room for the last week because he is the only kid at home. And so he would love to go on a trip with us somewhere in a van, and he would probably join us somewhere on the bed. You know, you always have a soft place in your heart for the youngest kid, right? You know, I'm learning that. I'm learning that. Usually I would say my kids are not allowed to sleep in my bed, but because he's the youngest and he's home by himself, I gave him a pass this week. So very cool. You do have a stand-up shower. So this is a shower. This is a toilet and a shower all in one. You know, this is an elevated ceramic toilet there, which is nice. And the shower here, I can fit in here. Like I said, 6 foot tall, so more space. I got wider shoulders, so, you know, it's a little tight, but for me to sit on the toilet like this, you know, that's funny. They give you a little step here. My wife's legs would be dangling like this on this toilet. So they give her a step right there so she can put her legs there and she goes to the bathroom. They think of everything. They think of everything. So even if I had to close the door, I could close it and have plenty of space if I closed it. So you do have a shower head here that you can use. There's also this very cool shower curtain screen thing. So if you want to keep the door open and just use this, you can do that as well. And then, you know, there's this wall, there's a ring light in here with a fan. So this is very necessary to have a fan in the bathroom. I promise. So, you know, so far I'm pretty impressed with this Chinook. I'm impressed with the space. I'm impressed with the construction of it. I'm impressed with, oh, they got this really cool thing. So it's a fire suppression system, and it is very unique to Chinook. Let me see here if I can, it is called it's very unique. It's called a thermal suppression system. It's in the engine. So if there happens to be a fire somewhere, it's like a sprinkler system in your engine, and it'll immediately put the fire out. It's like the craziest thing. So very cool. Chinook is the only company that I've ever heard that is offering the thermal suppression system built into the van, not optional, as a standard. You know, Chinook comes with a ton of standard stuff, a ton. They also give you a 2-year warranty on everything in here. Most manufacturers give you a 1-year warranty. Chinook believes in their quality. They believe in what they do. They're made in Indiana. They give you a 2-year warranty on all of that. So bringing it up to the chassis here, I do like how they upgrade the seats. These are not the standard Ford seats here. These are upgraded. So there are, you know, diamond stitch, nice soft leather. You know, this is cool. My wife tends to sleep a little later than I do. So what I would do is I would wake up and come hang out up here, drink my coffee, read the Bible, just kind of spend time by myself up here, where she would still be sleeping. This morning I left for work and her and my son were sleeping in my room, and I got dressed, I left, and, you know, and I'll probably call her here in about a half hour and she'll be just waking up. So I would let her sleep back there, and I would come here. I like how there's 2 separate systems, you know? So what I would do, I'd probably recline, sit back, you know, coffee here, nice Sunshine State RV's mug. There it is right there. And, you know, hang out. And this would be my area that after I woke up, I would come sit in. So I like having 2 separate areas. So talking about the Ford system, this is the new Sync 4 system here. It does have the 360 cameras. It has the USB ports. It has all of the light switches. It has intelligent adaptive cruise, all-wheel drive, you know, iPhone settings, everything that you can want in a navigation system. I mean, there's a ton of really cool things. There's the 360 there. There's the front camera. You put it in reverse, you get the back camera. So really cool how how it gives you all of everything you need to be comfortable driving this. This might be the biggest thing you've ever driven. I mean, it's only 22 feet long. My wife's SUV is like 18 feet long. So this is a little longer than a big SUV, but it makes you feel very comfortable driving it. So anyways, this has been the Chinook Bayside RS, the 360 Expion full lithium system on the Ford Transit all-wheel drive chassis. 2-year warranty from Chinook. We have these in stock in Gainesville. We will deliver for free anywhere you're at in the United States, or if you want to come here, we will fly you here, pick you up at the airport, and teach you how to use it, do all of that. So any questions you have, please contact our sales team, call the office, send us an email. More than happy to help you out. If you have a big RV and you want to trade to a small RV, this is it. I had a guy call, he had a brand new Corvette the other day, and he wanted an RV, and his wife said, if you trade your Corvette, you can get the RV. And so he traded the Corvette to us. So anything that you need help with, we will help you make it happen anywhere in the country for you to get the van that you want. So my name's Nick. Thank you for watching this video. And if you have any questions, comment below. And we're about to do the video on the Chinook Summit now. So from one Chinook straight to another.